Good morning. Welcome back to Conversations at the Corner. Today is Wednesday, December 10th. Welcome to episode 49. Pastor Nathan, we are pushing toward the middle of December, and that means that Christmas is just a couple of weeks away. 2 weeks from tomorrow, as a fact.
Okay, I'm ready.
So, well, I don't know if I am, but I'm glad that you are.
I'm speaking from the past, and I think I'm ready.
Here is the question of the day. This might make you think a little bit.
Oh.
Who is an underrated character in the Christmas story? So you think about the story, the Christmas story, the birth of Jesus. Who is somebody that you don't hear a lot about that you think might be kind of an underrated character?
Underrated.
Or maybe not necessarily underrated, but somebody you would like more information about, maybe.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, I always think the people in the Christmas story that would be most interesting to know more about are the wise men.
Okay.
Because they're traveling from far away.
Mm-hmm.
Who were they? What kind of journey did they take? I just think more information about them would be fascinating. What happened to them afterward?
Mm-hmm.
When they went back to wherever they were from.
Mm-hmm.
What did they tell people?
Yeah. Did Herod try to hunt them down because they didn't report back? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so I guess they would be probably the most interesting. I was going to say like the innkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
What was he all about? But I don't know. He didn't have room in his inn. What's he going to do? He doesn't know that it's the Son of God.
Yeah.
I guess I got to go with the wise men.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. Funnily enough, I think I was kind of leaning toward the innkeeper.
Oh, okay.
Because he's got these people that like knock on his door and they're like, "Hey, you got any rooms?" And he said, "No, but you can hang out in the barn."
Yeah.
And then like, does he find out later? Oh my goodness, I turned away the Messiah. Does he know? Does he realize? Because if he would have, like, would he have kicked somebody out, or would he have said, "You can come in, you can have my room, and I'll go to the stable"?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you knew this is the Messiah, the Son of God, like in baby form, about to be born, yes, you would probably
the prophecy coming to pass. Although Jesus told lots of the Pharisees and all that, and they didn't believe him. So the other person that I would love some more information about would be Joseph. Like we get some information about Joseph, but Mary found favor with God. But Joseph must have found favor with God too, because he, it doesn't say that biblically, but
right.
He thought, man, I should just, divorce this woman quietly so as to not put her in harm's way.
Or shame or anything.
Yeah. Death penalty. But he was obedient to the angel and married her and gave him the name Jesus. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I kind of like some more information, because other than, Joseph being mentioned at the birth of Jesus, he's not mentioned again.
He's not, and a lot of scholars think that's probably because he died.
Yeah. Well, I mean, why wasn't he at the cross? Well, probably because he died.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and that's a detail that's speculation. We don't know 100%, but he would be an interesting character to know a little bit more about too.
Yep. So that was my question of the day. Maybe not as fun as normal, but that's okay, because I think today's episode maybe is going to have a little bit more.
We're going to make up for it.
A fun tilt to it. So we are in December here, Pastor Nathan. Last week we talked about Christmas stressors, and we talked about things that obviously add stress to the Christmas season, things like chaos and grief and gift giving and family dynamics and finances and all of that. So what are we going to do today?
So when we were talking about this before we actually started recording, one of the things you said is that this will be kind of like a series of question of the day.
Yeah.
Really fun, just kind of questions that we're going to talk about. So we're going to talk about the joys of Christmas. So last week we talked about stressors. This week, what makes Christmas fun?
Okay,
what do you
great.
enjoy about Christmas? Yeah. And so we can go in a number of different directions, but I listed 4 things. Let me start out with hymns.
All right.
Let's do that. Hymns, Christmas hymns to me are really fascinating, because when you think about a lot of the other hymns that are in a hymn book, or all the Christian songs that we have, worship songs, anything else, most of them you would play any old time of the year. Mm-hmm. But if you hear somebody bringing out the first Noel in June, that's a problem.
But it shouldn't be, but it is.
It shouldn't be. But I think it's fascinating that we have this really concentrated body of song that we listen to and enjoy, but we only do it for 1 month.
Yeah.
And we do it a lot for that 1 month.
And I won't listen to Christmas music until after Thanksgiving.
That's good.
So Black Friday, I'll wake up and I'll turn on the radio station to Q99 here in town because they play Christmas music, and I'll play it until the 25th, and then on 26th I turn it off.
Oh, okay, you are disciplined.
I am.
All right.
I am.
So what are some of your favorite Christmas hymns?
Okay.
You can branch out in some other things, but let's talk about hymns for the moment.
Just hymns. Okay. Well, I think Joy to the World is, obviously a classic. One of my favorites. I have another one, but it could be considered a hymn, but I'm going to save it because I'll when we branch out into maybe other music, I'll bring it up then. So I think Christmas hymns, I think I would say Joy to the World would be probably my go-to. If I was going to pick like a slow one as well, I'd probably go Silent Night.
Okay.
But overall, and I like Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Angels We Have Heard on High. Those are great.
Right.
But probably Joy to the World.
Okay. So when I made my little list, because I had this here and I wrote down 4 that I really like. And
all right.
The criteria that I used was...
He's got criteria.
I do have some criteria. Was how excited would I be to have this song sung on a Sunday morning service right before Christmas?
Okay.
And so if you think about something like Away in a Manger, great song. But here's the thing. My kids have a Fisher-Price Little People nativity where you hit the top of it and it plays Away in a Manger.
Okay.
And they hit the top of that thing a lot. So I'm kind of sick of Away in a Manger. Not that it's a bad song.
Yep.
It's just it's been beat to death.
Right.
And I'm bracing myself because it's going to get beat to death again this year. So I picked songs that a couple of them we may not really hear very much at all, but here's one that is a classic, I think. Oh Holy Night. Okay. Oh Holy Night is not the easiest song to sing because of the range, but oh man, when it's sung well, it's such a pleasure to hear. And even if I can't hit the high notes or whatever, fine. I still enjoy it. I still think that's a great one. I listed Once in Royal David's City.
I've never even heard of that song before.
Richard, you're here recording for us. You've never heard it? Wow. Okay. So look it up, everybody. It kind of goes like, once in Royal David's City stood a lowly cattle shed. Right. And then it goes on. I'm not going to sing you the whole song, everybody. But
we got Christmas Eve service coming up. Yeah. A little solo action.
So that one's really cool. Go listen to it, everybody. Just find it somewhere on Spotify or Amazon Music or YouTube or whatever. I'll let you have fun with that one. It Came Upon a Midnight Clear.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That one does not get sung very often, but I love it. In fact, when I was a teenager and I was really like a new Christian and I was really starting to get into Christmas hymns and kind of learn some of them, I wanted our worship director at my home church to play that song. I said, "Oh, hey, Mark was his name. Mark, could you do this? I'm being like an annoying teenager. Like, I want you to do this one song that I want." But he said he would, and then he said he couldn't figure out how to like do it. I don't know if it was like the wrong key for his voice or what it was. Like he just couldn't make it happen. So I was pretty disappointed. All right.
Have you heard Chris Tomlin's version of that where he does the hymn, It Came Upon a Midnight Clear, but then there's like this chorus that he added onto it?
Okay.
It's phenomenal.
Okay. I'll give it a
really
try.
Really good. Yeah.
Now, I will admit that I have some internal resistance.
Yeah.
To the idea of some of these worship leaders who like let's bring in a new chorus. No, leave it alone.
Yeah,
there's 4 verses. They're perfect. Leave them.
I don't disagree, but I really like that one.
Okay, yeah. I'll give it a try. The last one that I'll list here is What Child Is This? Which I think is a really cool...
I was waiting for We Three Kings. I thought you were going to break
No.
that.
What Child Is This has such a cool melody. I really love that one. So those are my kind of like hymns. That I would be really excited if we did that. So this is hint, hint, whoever's leading worship. This is what I want to hear.
So let me say this, because you mentioned one that I said, I'm not going to mention this as a hymn.
Oh, okay.
But it's my favorite Christmas song.
Oh, Holy Night?
Oh, Holy Night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's unusual to be sung as a congregational song. I have been in
That's
a
true.
service where it has been sung as a congregational. I didn't like singing it in that format.
Okay.
But I love to listen to that song.
Yeah.
Especially if you have like a powerhouse tenor
Yeah.
that can come in and sing that and hit those high notes at the end. It is my favorite Christmas song.
Yeah, and congregationally, it is a difficult song to sing.
Yeah.
So I understand why it probably doesn't get played a lot. I still think it's fun just as a congregation to try.
Yeah.
To see what you get. It might not sound great, but that's okay.
That's right. That's right.
So those are my hymns. Let's talk about, are there any Christian Christmas songs that you might like or whatever that aren't hymns per se, but maybe some other ones?
Yeah. Well, I'll say "Oh Holy Night." I already talked about
Right.
that one. I also, you don't like this song, I know, but "Mary, Did You Know?" I think that's a classic Christmas song, and really the thought behind it of those questions that he wants. Those are phenomenal questions. So I really like that one too.
So let me clear the air on this a little bit. Okay. I appreciate that song for the reason that you just said.
Okay.
It's theologically, I think it's rich. Some people dog on it and they're like, well, of course Mary knew. She got visited by angels. No, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like it's the idea of you're in awe of this.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Even if she had those experiences, she still got to reflect on what she's got in front of her and go, oh my goodness. Like this 10-year-old who's probably driving me nuts is the Son of God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the backstory behind this, and I don't know if I've shared this on the podcast before. If I have, I'm sorry. So at our church, there was a guy, and he's a great guy. His name was Brian Smith. You actually knew his dad, Dave Smith, I think. Brian Smith would do that song as a solo, and the girls just loved it. All the teen girls just thought he was the bee's knees. Oh boy, Brian's gonna sing "Mary, Did You Know?" You know, and eventually I got kind of like resentful, like okay, come on, guys, it's not that great of a song, and.
You should have got up there and sung your song about David or whatever.
Well, I didn't know it then.
Oh, okay.
I didn't learn that one until a little later, but. I think it's funny now to reflect on that, but there was kind of probably a little hint inside of me that was like, okay, here we go. Brian's going to sing this.
Yeah.
So Brian, I'm going to tell you about this. So Brian, I just want you to know that at age 45, I've gotten over it. I bear no ill will toward you or to any of the teen girls who loved you. Great.
Or your angelic voice that proudly proclaimed, "Mary, did you know?"
Yeah. No, we're fine now. We're good.
That's good. So "Mary, Did You Know?" was one. I just mentioned that the Chris Tomlin's new version of Midnight Clear is a good one. I'm sure there's other ones too, but not that I can really think of. I mean, I like some Gaither Vocal Band stuff, so they have some songs that are great. They have a song called "The Hands of Sweet Release" that I really, really like. So I try to avoid "Christmas Shoes" because it makes me cry every time I listen to it. So I avoid that one. Yeah, it's about like a little boy whose mom is dying and he's trying to buy shoes for her to meet Jesus. And it's a tearjerker, man. If you haven't heard it, do not listen to it.
Well, you know me. I don't have any emotions.
Well, that's true.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be like, yeah, it's okay.
I'll probably be like, this is too sentimental. I'll tell you one. I'll just be a hater for 1 minute.
Okay.
I really don't like Little Drummer Boy.
Okay.
That song drives me insane. It's really repetitive. And the ultimate sin, and I've seen this done before, a performance of Little Drummer Boy without a drummer.
Oh, yeah. That's not okay.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's not okay. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Are there any like non-Christian, like secular Christmas songs that either you really like or that you just hate?
I don't think, well, there's that Mariah Carey song.
I knew that was coming. I knew you were. What is it? All I Want for Christmas is You?
For Christmas, yes. Yeah. It's almost funny at this point.
Yeah.
But I don't really like that.
I think it's like the national anthem of Christmas. Like it's going to be played and played and played and played.
Okay. If it has to be, that's fine. I will tell you one that I do really like.
Okay.
I want to highlight two things. One is very Christian and the other one's not. I'll do the one that's not for right now. My favorite Christmas album that is not like a Christian Christmas album is Phil Spector's A Christmas Gift. I think it's From Me to You or something like, I don't remember the exact title, but so some of you might know who Phil Spector was. He was a producer in the 60s. He produced a lot of like the girl bands, like the Ronettes and the Crystals, that big kind of like wall of sound stuff. And he has a whole album of Christmas songs that he produced. So it's all these classic girl bands, like the Crystals and the Ronettes are both on there. It's a blast. There's a couple of songs on it that I don't like, but for the most part, it's really fun.
Okay.
So the other one I want to mention, that I don't know that a lot of people will have listened to, but I grew up. My parents had a cassette tape of it. And they would play it in the car around Christmas time. But Michael Card, some of you guys might know who he is. He's a Christian singer-songwriter, and he does a lot of his albums are based on like books of the Bible and things like that. He has one called The Final Word, I think is the title of the album, and it's all these songs that he wrote about the birth of Jesus and kind of some of the events surrounding the birth of Jesus, and it's theologically rich, I think.
Okay.
Really, really incredible lyrics, really beautiful songs. So if you think you want to try something new, it's an old album. It's from the 80s. So some of the production is a little, like dated.
Yep.
I think that part doesn't bother me because I just grew up with it, like ingrained into me. But I think it's an awesome album.
Yeah. Yeah. I also, and kind of going the non-Christian way, I also really like Bing Crosby's Christmas album.
Oh, okay.
He's got that rich, like crooner baritone voice.
Yeah. White Christmas.
White Christmas. And he's got some other ones that are really good. So I like his album too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's do a different subject really quick. Christmas movies.
All right.
Are there any Christmas movies that you really like?
Oh yeah, I've got like a top 5 list.
Oh, let's hear it.
Well, I didn't like solidify this before you asked me.
Okay.
This is what I do to you on Question of the Day, isn't it? I'm sorry.
How do you feel now?
I know, sorry. So I think, let me think here. And these are in no particular order, okay?
Okay.
Home Alone.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
It's a great Christmas movie.
The Santa Claus. Mid-90s, Tim Allen plays the Santa.
I don't like that one as much.
That's right. Oh, that's right. We've talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas Vacation. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
Elf.
Elf is legit. That's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I think let me really like twist it up here and like go retro. I think the movie White Christmas is a classic too.
I haven't seen that one in so long. I don't know if my memory of it is very good.
Yep. You're either usually team White Christmas or team It's a Wonderful Life. I haven't seen It's a Wonderful Life maybe ever. If I have, it's been one time.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Sorry. So I would say those are probably my top 5, but there very well could be something that I'm forgetting that I'd be like, oh no, that should be top 5. And while we're at it, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Yeah. Okay. We talked about this a little bit, and I agree. And the reason that I agree is because it was released in the middle of the summer.
That's right.
Okay.
So weird.
When it came out, it was middle of summer.
Yeah.
So let me backtrack a little bit and talk about White Christmas. There's 2 reasons why I want to talk about this. One, I don't think it's a Christmas movie.
Oh, okay.
First of all, if anybody has seen it, the scene at the end takes place at Christmas, but the movie in general is not. It's just the climax is at Christmas.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
it.
That's fair.
So I don't really think it's much of a Christmas movie, but it is a great movie. And I know that we're speaking from the past right now. So if you're hearing this too late, but the Grandin Theater, which is over in Grandin, they are doing a showing of It's a Wonderful Life, I think at 10 in the morning on Saturday the 10th.
Okay.
I'm going to be taking my kids to it, I think. They're probably going to be bored out of their minds and hate it, but I don't care. So if you want to see it, you could go see it there. That's cool.
Okay. You said White Christmas, and then you said It's a Wonderful Life. So which one was it?
Oh, It's a Wonderful Life all the way. But it's not a Christmas movie.
Okay. So when you said it's not a Christmas movie, you were talking about It's a Wonderful Life?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, White Christmas is obviously a Christmas movie.
Well, that's what I thought, but I don't think you said
Sorry
It's a
if there was
Wonderful Life.
confusion there.
Okay. Yeah, you confused me even.
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
So White Christmas is a Christmas movie.
Yes.
It's a Wonderful Life really is not until the
no,
end.
it's not a Christmas movie.
Got it.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give. You've mentioned Home Alone and Elf. I really like those both a lot.
Yeah.
Those are really fun. The other one that I'm going to mention here is Gremlins.
This is your all-time favorite, right?
I think it's my favorite Christmas
Okay.
movie. It's chaotic and crazy, but it's so fun and so ridiculous that I have a blast every time I watch it. I know it's not a traditional Christmas movie, but the whole thing is about a Christmas gift
Yeah.
given to this kid, and the Christmas gift turns out to be kind of bad.
Yeah.
Or,
I've never seen it.
oh, well, I don't know if you would like it or not, but it's all about a chaotic Christmas gift.
Okay.
I was never a huge fan of A Christmas Story.
I wasn't either.
That one?
I don't actually like it at all.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I don't like it. It's just never something that really stuck with me.
I haven't seen it in years, so maybe I should watch it again. But
You'll live.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
So those are some Christmas movies that I like, and I think we have a pretty similar taste. Although I didn't really like the Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I don't think I really like the Christmas Vacation either that much.
Yeah.
But that's okay. All right, let's do one last thing here.
Okay.
And let's combine these. On my list, I have them as separate things, but let's just kind of think about them together.
All right.
Like traditions and memories. Like, what are some of the things growing up at Christmas that you remember that were important to you? What are some of the things just about the whole season that you love, other than maybe the music and stuff like that?
Well, go ahead.
I'll let you think, and I'll tell you a funny one.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
This isn't really me, but my cousins. I have two cousins that lived about half an hour, 40 minutes away from us. Every Christmas Eve, they would sleep together in the bathtub. I have no idea. I guess I could ask my Aunt Vicky now, but I don't know where they came up with that idea or how it stuck, but it stuck at least until they were maybe like 10 or something like that. They got too big to fit, right? But when they were real little, they would get pillows and do all this stuff and they would sleep in the bathtub.
Did anybody ever like turn the water on just to like mess with them?
Oh,
do your boys? Is that your new tradition? You're going to start. The boys are going to sleep.
I don't want them in my bathtub at all. No thanks. They're already too big for it anyway. But,
okay. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, it's weird.
There are some families. I've never been a part of this, and this would be I'd be very anti doing this. But there are some families, they get like matching pajamas, or they get matching pajamas and then like take pictures in them.
Yeah.
I would be very against that. I guess I could be talked into it, but I would not really like it.
Yeah, that's the type of thing where if Olivia wanted to do that,
Yeah.
and if she just went out and she picked it out, she didn't ask me to give input, because if she says, well, which one do you like or which one do you want? I don't care.
Yeah.
So, but if she went out and she got something and she really wanted us to do that, I would do it. But it's not my thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I remember a lot of specific traditions.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my stronger memories are more like I would get up, because you're a kid and you're so excited. And I would get up before everybody else, and I was allowed to look in my stocking.
Okay.
So I could find stuff for my stocking. But I kind of remember that. I don't know if it was done a lot, but at least a few times where I was like the only one up, and I'm just kind of like sitting there, and the Christmas tree lights are on, and it's still, it's the middle of December, so it's dark out still. If it's like 6:30 or 7 or whatever. And it's kind of magical to me, like just me and the presents and the stocking and the Christmas tree. That was really fun.
Yeah.
That's not really a tradition, but it's a strong memory.
Yeah. I think my mom used to put like a ribbon across our door, I think.
Oh.
And we couldn't come out, until Christmas morning. And I think we had to we cut it. I can't remember. That's really bad. I really hate that. I'll have to ask my sister. She'll remember. And then like Christmas Eve, we would have like certain foods on Christmas Eve. It just became tradition.
Okay. Yeah.
Like shrimp with cocktail sauce we had, and pizza after church Christmas Eve service.
Pizza
not
and shrimp.
Not on top of each other, but like shrimp with like an appetizer, and then you'd have pizza and salad or pizza and wings or something.
Okay.
A lot of times from Hungry Howie's.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So we would do things like that. One tradition. Oh, Let me ask you this, and then let me go to a current tradition that Samantha and I do.
Okay.
When you were growing up, when Christmas morning, was it just like a free for all where everybody would rip into their presents, or was it kind of like an orchestrated, like one by one type thing? Because in my house, it was kind of like my sister and I we would maybe open our stockings to get, maybe not, but then like it was like, all right, her turn, and like all eyes around her as she watched. And is that how you guys did it?
So that's how we did it too, where we would go in a circle and everybody would open their presents up, and like for a family of 4, that's not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Where that tradition got annoying, for me anyway, was we would go over to like my grandma's house. We got my grandma and grandpa, we got my mom, my dad, we got all their family, all the cousins.
Yeah.
You're talking like, by the time you get everybody in there, you're talking about like 20 people or maybe more than that. And you're going around this gigantic circle in a living room with 20 people, and you got to watch your uncle open his new wallet, and then your aunt opens something, and it was interminable. It would just take forever.
We did it that way too.
Yeah.
At my grandparents' house. And let me ask you this: did you know that like your uncles were going to get the same thing, or you and your cousins? Like you saw your cousin open something.
Sometimes that would happen.
And then you knew,
the same size box.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, well, I guess this is my whatever it is, and it was.
Yeah, that would happen once in a while. I mean, on the one hand, it was interminable, but on the other hand, I appreciate it because you had to realize that there were other people. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just about you ripping through your stuff and going on a field day. Mm-hmm. So I think that kind of ingrained patience was a good thing. Now, Olivia, I think she grew up with a little bit more of a free-for-all.
Okay.
So they just kind of go crazy.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's fine. I'm trying to think. Did you ever get any funny Christmas gifts or give any funny Christmas gifts?
Yeah, a couple of, I don't know, probably 7 or 8 years ago, somebody, I think it was my mom maybe, or my sister, I can't remember, gave me, it was like Sylvester Stallone's like Rocky, like cutout type thing, but it was like this onesie thing that you put on and zipped up, and so you were supposed to like look like him. That was awesome. That was kind of a funny thing.
Okay.
But let me share one tradition.
Okay.
Well, no. Did you have any funny presents? Sorry, I didn't want to.
I gave a funny present one time. My cousin, her name is Hillary. She was pregnant, I believe, with her first kid, and so I went to a thrift store, and I found a copy of The Womanly Art of Breastfeeding.
Oh, wow.
And so I gave that to her. It was pretty funny.
Did she find humor in that? Or?
Oh, she did. Oh, okay. She thought it was funny. You got to know your audience when you're doing stuff like that. But yeah, she thought it was pretty funny.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
One thing that Samantha and I do, and this, I really like this. There's a drawback to it, and I'll tell you what it is. But we started this actually before we got married. Christmas Eve, we'll get everything out that we need to get for Christmas morning. And we have it all set up, and then like once we're done with that, we will exchange gifts, just her and I alone.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much with just the light of the Christmas tree. And it's really cool just for her and I to have that quiet moment on Christmas Eve, 10, 11 o'clock at night, something like that. Brady's in bed. When the other boys were home, they were in bed sleeping at that time. And so it's just me and her. And it's a really just special moment that I always look forward to. The bad thing is that your kids don't get to see you give those to each other, and like the importance of like, this is what a husband does for his wife, or wife for husband.
Okay. Yeah.
So they kind of miss that. But it's a special moment, at least for me. Maybe she doesn't care, but it's a special moment. I think she does.
Yeah.
But just with her and I on Christmas Eve.
I think sometimes Christmas morning, and it all depends on the family, and it depends on how many kids you have, but it can be chaotic. Yeah. There's just so much going on. Mm-hmm. So if you want to kind of have a nice, quieter moment between adults, then you kind of have to set aside a little bit of time.
Now, this year, there's a special present from the boys and I to her that we'll give her on Christmas morning, and I'll have to do something myself that I give her on Christmas Eve. But this is a test to see if she listens to the podcast, because let's see if she'll ask me about it.
Oh, okay.
If she doesn't ask me about it, I'll think, well, I guess she doesn't listen to the podcast.
Well, but if she doesn't ask about it, then it can be a surprise.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Fun.
That's true. Yeah. Anything else on that?
No, I just think, there's all sorts of stuff around Christmas time. The tree is, I like it once it's up.
Yep. Yes. Yeah.
So I don't really enjoy putting it up, but once it's up, I really enjoy it.
Real tree or fake?
We have done both. We have a fake one right now.
Okay.
Which I'm glad we do. And the one that we bought, and we bought it quite a long time ago, it has these lights that switch to different things.
Oh, okay.
So
Yep.
Olivia grew up with Christmas lights that were all white.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with colored Christmas lights.
Okay.
And I think I'm right to have colored Christmas lights, right? They're festive.
Yeah.
To me, the all white lights are just like too fancy.
Yeah.
Christmas is supposed to be a festive time.
Yeah.
But we argue about this. So the good thing about having this tree is that when she wants her white lights, she can do that.
Yeah.
And when she goes to bed, I turn on the colored ones.
There you go. The best of both worlds.
Yeah.
We have to get a new one this year. Maybe we'll get something like that.
Yeah.
You switch between them. So, well, guys, thank you for joining us today. I hope that you've enjoyed just kind of this fun conversation about Christmas time and traditions and some of those things that Pastor Nathan and I got to share with you and share with each other. Join us next week. Pastor Nathan's going to share a devotional, be more serious, as taking us into the official Christmas season, leading up to Christmas week. So I also wanted to just remind you, don't forget Christmas dinner is coming up on the 14th at 5 o'clock. Sign up at the Welcome Center. That's going to be great. So we hope to see you then. It's actually this coming Sunday. So your last chance to sign up is tonight at church, or maybe call the office if you haven't done so. But we hope to see you then. Before we end the day, Pastor Nathan, why don't you pray for our audience?
Yeah. Heavenly Father, as we kind of go through this Christmas season together, the big thing that we want to remember is that even though there's all these different things that we've been talking about this week and last week, there's stressors and there's things that are fun and there are traditions and all of that type of stuff, this season really is ultimately, at the end of the day, for the church, a dedicated time to remember the fact that you sent your son to earth in the form of a lowly baby, a helpless baby. And that is theologically, it's just mind-blowing. It's hard to think about or even imagine, really. But this is a good time for us to think about that. So help us as we go through all these different things to keep that in our minds, to almost as Mary, have all these things and treasure them up in our hearts. So God, help us to do that. In the name of your son, Jesus, amen.
Amen. Thanks for joining us. Same time, same channel next week. Keep rolling, Emmanuel.